Good day, Sanbonani. Hello, good people. Youth Yanga, TheMc again. It's a Saturday morning. I'm coming to you as always, as planned. I always try to make sure that I make our date. And as you know, I'm always so chuffed. I'm always so happy that you and I get the chance to obviously come together and we have a session where we obviously see how far we can unpack and obviously get to equip each other, get to inspire each other, and get to empower each other. That is what the Empowerment Podcast is all about. We're trying to change our youth. We're trying to change our mindsets. We're trying to change the narrative out there. Whenever we talk, we can't be talking of just the negatives. There's so much positives to talk about, but then if one day we can get all of our youth speaking positively, thinking positively, and contributing positively to what is maybe a very awful time to even be alive. Maybe that's the day we'll also just say, yeah, there's a contribution I've done. There's that one to add value that I've actually done and put up and made sure that we are maybe raising a better tomorrow for all. So that is all that this is about. And we're thanking the fact that you are embracing us. It's so encouraging. It's so encouraging when you listen to people talk about some of the episodes that you're doing. So thank you for that. I can't thank you enough, actually. It gives me the type of drive. I know this kind of opportunity at some stage, even I looked at it and I said, am I even, the right person for something like this? Because that approach came to me at a time when I wasn't really all thinking along these lines. And when I'm currently in it, I can't believe how people have accepted me, and I think I've owned up, and it's just been that type of journey for me, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. So thank you again for that kind of contribution. You are what takes us forward, actually. So thank you. We're growing as a family, and as you know, we come to you every day of the week. The Empowerment Podcast is a very, very beautiful platform that's looking to just get out as much as it can out there. So every day of the week we see and we come out, there's different episodes. I won't name them all. I think I'll cause a stir if I even tell you which one is my favorite. And no, Youthful and Impactful on Saturdays when I come to you is actually not my favorite, because I don't think I listen to myself that much, but there is one that I actually listen. I love all of them. Don't get me wrong, I love all of them, but there's one that I'm tending to just never miss now. But yeah, I don't think I can disclose such. Maybe the team might not be happy about that. So yeah, I think last week, friends and family, I mentioned that you can also come to us on our WhatsApp number. At the time, I didn't have the number to talk about preparation. So today, I'm just going to give that to you on 065 615 6641. That's the Empowerment Podcast WhatsApp number, which you can use to come through again and to say, give us your suggestions, give us your add-ons, give us give us what you're imagining, give us what you're saying we should be talking about, give us what you're saying we shouldn't be talking about. It's an open platform. We're just inviting your contribution here. So that's the type of number you're typing: 065 615 6641. Obviously, on all the platforms, I always elaborate. We are available on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So yeah, YouTube as well. Please visit us there. Give us you. We want you. So let me get down to it today. It's been very busy Saturdays actually for me, because I have to wake up quite early, make sure that we get some of this out if it's not pre-prepped, and then obviously go out. And past few weeks, it's been those kind of busy weekends for Yanga, TheMc in particular. The Lord is just doing something great with me. I promise you one day I'll actually give testimony of everything. But on that one, I just want to give a brief talk today about taking the gap. That's my topic today, and I just want us to just dwell on it for 1, 2, 3 minutes, because I'll tell you how it actually came about. I was actually on Twitter. I don't do Twitter much. I don't know. I think it's a very, very, very powerful platform. Don't get me wrong, but I've got my reasons why I'm not big on Twitter. But anyways, I do visit it every once in a while, and people just write whatever they feel. I feel there sometimes, and there's this tweet that I was reading, and I laughed at myself as I was reading it. But it was very, as much as it was a joke at the time for everyone who's reading, but I really sat there and thought about it, and maybe thought, yeah, maybe we should maybe see how far we can discuss this. Maybe why I didn't even think of having a guest this week. There's so many people I still need to get on. Yeah, you people don't know what I've got in store for you. So this tweet read, when education, when Bitcoin, when tenders, when Betway, when promos, when all of those kind of options that people are gunning and people have right now, when all of those fail for you, for example, what's going to be your fallback plan? I read that and I also laughed initially, and then it did make sense. It did come to me because, let's be honest, when we look at the type of stats, for the type of individuals who have completed their studies, have done gone as far as, even the higher education platforms, and are without vacancies, you kind of then think, okay, yeah, maybe this is where this was actually going, it was a joke, but maybe it's not, So it got me thinking. A lot of us are putting a lot of our chicken or a lot of our eggs, obviously, into education basket, or maybe we're saying we're going to learn something. A lot of people are trading. There's a lot of things people are doing. People are into entrepreneurs. People are actually entrepreneurs. I mean, what would happen the day when you say, okay, I'm getting into business and it actually doesn't go according to plan? A lot of people have been hit, obviously, with the proceedings, with what was happening recently. In fact, what is happening with the COVID pandemic that is on top of us. So a lot of business ideas were up until they had to go down, or they had to then rethink, because that's what this pandemic has probably also taught a lot of people within the business world, to rethink strategy. So and on that note, I thought maybe we want to just speak about the fact that as young individuals, as young, upcoming, bright, impactful youth, we are very, very privileged to be living in this time. And I want to say this again. I do not think there was ever a time when the youth had a better opportunity at getting ahead in life than at this very moment. Okay, maybe I'll just subtract the fact that there are those 1-2 instances of what we're seeing in terms of gain of the pandemic. Maybe arguable again. Some people will tell you, hey, that for me has been what has made everything work. So that is why I'm thinking, taking the gap is what some of us are not realizing is what we need to be living our successful lives. Because taking the gap has meant or means exactly that. It's realizing that there's potential, there is ability, and there's something that you can do if you knock on that door. I don't care what to say is what, but I'm knocking on the door and I'm going for this, or I'm opening that door and I'm doing that. So the mere fact that we talk of the pandemic, when people are actually saying, well, listen, this thing has come and just ruined everything in my life, some people are actually grateful that this thing has come because of the type of opportunities that it has opened up. And, it's the nature of how our society or our day of living today is, because of the many resources that are readily available for us. We really, really cannot afford to not be getting up up and saying we want to do something productive with our lives. I'm really, really touched with this topic because I feel it's a topic that we need to engrave in our minds as the youth, that everything around us is opportunity. The generation that we live in, actually, it's so full of opportunities, yet we're kind of living in a time when we just continue to maybe praise the pressure. It's a pressure hit environment, and it takes away all of the focus, it takes away all of the energy, takes away all of the concentration from our goals and that we've set for ourselves. At the end of the day, then, that gets us but further away from the type of successes that you and I should be realizing. So it's that type of talk that I'm hoping we start having and we start communicating. I've spoken about my last guest last week actually touched me very much, because that's a young lad who's also thinking along the lines of knowing exactly what he wants and making sure that he's going for that gap. Because in all honesty, everything, if you're not going to be in education, not everything's going to be in education. Let's get that in our heads. Some of the most successful people didn't even go that far in education. I don't have those info in front of me because there's loads of them, and we know all of this. So at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, we need to get it in our heads. Success is about taking advantages of the opportunities. We have so many excuses that we live by, and quite frankly, excuses will always be there for you, but opportunity won't. All the what ifs, all the I would have, all the no. We need to change that same mindset to the mindset that people are using. The most successful people are not on that what if, and they're not on the, today I can't really do this. No. Today is an opportunity as well. And we need to get that into our head. Today is not just another new day. Today's another new opportunity. Today's another new chance. Today's another new beginning. We just need to embrace that kind of mindset. And then we obviously then looking at structuring our lives better and making sure that we're going ahead and fulfilling our goals and reaching out for our dreams. There's so many examples actually in my head, but I'm just not really going to talk that much this morning. So I'm just going to leave it at there. Probably wasn't going to give too much today, but I'm honestly asking that we do a revisit of what it means for each and every individual, each and every young person to take that gap. Some people are not fortunate enough to even have the type of gaps and type of opportunities that you and I have. But if you do have one gap in your life to make your life better, don't let it slip. That door. Life opens up opportunities to you, and it's either you take them or you stay afraid of taking them. It's our choice. It's all in our hands. So I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Let us just continue to remember that the gaps, the opportunities that are in front of us are only going to be taken by us if we do go for them. And if we don't, that's it. We're probably going to talk about it whenever, because that's what not taking our opportunities, in fact, will get us talking about not taking our opportunities. Ladies and gents, thank you very, very much again for another episode. If you visited me and if you're still with me, thank you very much. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of this day, and I will be seeing you next week, obviously, same time. Maybe not same place, but yeah, okay. So thank you then. You take care. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye-bye.